In late January, laws banning the United Nations Palestinian Aid Agency UNRWA from operating inside Israel and restricting Israeli officials from having anything to do with UNRWA officials came into force. It's the second part of that ban, which is particularly crucial for UNRWA's operations, given Israel controls all entry and exit points into the occupied Palestinian territories. Add to that a 2-month-long aid blockade of Gaza, and a humanitarian crisis has developed in the war-ravaged Strip. In The Hague, the International Court of Justice has started hearing a case on the UNRWA ban and whether it's a breach of Israel's obligations to provide support to the Palestinian people as an occupying power under international law.
No humanitarian aid or commercial goods have been allowed into Gaza since the 2nd of March, which has devastating humanitarian consequences in the Gaza Strip.
It is not about the number of aid trucks Israel is or is not allowing into the occupied Palestinian territory, especially Gaza. It is about Israel destroying the fundamentals of life in Palestine.
The Israeli government is refusing to take part in these hearings, arguing that the United Nations is biased against it and that international courts are being politicised. The nation's foreign minister holding a press conference in Jerusalem, standing in front of screens accusing the UN's top brass of being complicit in anti-Semitism and in covering up UNRWA's role as a proxy for Hamas.
Israel decided not to take part in this circus. It is another attempt to politicize and abuse the legal process in order to persecute Israel. The goal is to deprive Israel of its most basic right to defend itself.
When the legislation banning UNRWA passed the Israeli parliament, the Israeli government said it would work to find another organisation to step in and provide the services UNRWA did for the Palestinian population. That never eventuated, but the ban went ahead anyway, and now there has been a total blockade of all supplies entering the Strip. The Netanyahu government says aid could be allowed back into Gaza as long as it bypasses Hamas, which it claims is stockpiling food and other essential supplies from the Palestinian population. But the government hasn't explained how it plans to do that and is continuing to ignore demands from most, if not all, humanitarian agencies to open the gates to Gaza immediately. And while Israeli airstrikes continue to hit the war-ravaged Strip, and fresh calls from the French government, a spokesperson saying that Israel must stop its massacre inside Gaza and that Hamas needs to immediately release the remaining 59 Israeli hostages.